Good afternoon, you two pipe smokers. Anyway, Mutton Chop the other day brought up an interesting point about a good smoking pipe versus a not so good smoking pipe, and how one of his best pipes is not his most expensive, and it was $79. It was a Savinelli. Now, I'm not nearly as experienced pipe smoker as Mutton Chop or many others, but here's my take on the situation. I have quite a few pipes in my collection, and some do smoke much better than others. These two are my best smokers. This happens to be a Peterson, which I love, and this is a Stanwell. Both are 9mm filtered pipes. Both smoke phenomenal. Now, having said that, what I have discovered is Savinelli, in my opinion, every one of their pipes is an okay smoker. I've never gotten one that I said, wow, this one's terrible. I have some Big Ben pipes now that they smoke good, but the bowl gets unbelievably hot. Same type of smoking technique, and the bowls get extremely hot, but they're okay smokers. Savinelli, once again, they have a consistency factor that all their pipes seem to smoke the same, in my opinion, to me, on a consistent basis, almost out of the box. Some, the longer you smoke them, they seem to get better, but the consistency, I think Savinelli wins in that department. Now, the problem, I believe, and this is only an assumption, I think any pipe, as long as it has good architect, in other words, it was drilled properly, even if it's a cheap pipe, can be made to be a great smoker, but it may have to be mated with the proper tobacco and the proper technique for that pipe. I think it varies. When you get a pipe that's marginal, and maybe not as good as some of the others, I think it may be a certain tobacco or certain technique, maybe longer pauses between puffs, possibly more dry tobacco versus a wet tobacco, which that's going to be a new series I'm doing. I have an idea for testing tobacco and see if moisture content makes a difference, so look forward for that. And I do think that he hit the nail on the head with briar. I think there's different densities of briar, but I have a sneaky suspicion it has more to do with shape. Like, this is a tall bowl, this pipe, and that angle, it has like this pipe I hardly have to relight, where you take the same tobacco in another pipe and you have to relight it several times. So I think there's a draft situation that happens in some pipes, just like a chimney. If anybody's familiar with wood stoves, sometimes you get the perfect combination of the right size stove with the right draft, the right flue pipe with the right piece of wood, and the stove burns for hours. And then other times you have a hard time keeping the stove lit. I think a pipe has that same problem, if you want to call it that. That's just my opinion, but there has to be some kind of reason that could be subtle in some cases, but there is a difference. I agree with him. But Savinelli, once again, not to be beat a dead horse, but they seem to have it down on a consistent basis. I have never had a Savinelli that I say, man, this one smokes terrible. They're always adequate. And I've had some others that I just can't get past. Not Savinelli, some other brands, which don't come to mind right now, but I have a few. I look at the pipe and say, why am I keeping that? I feel like grinding it up for sawdust. Anyway, I hope everybody has a good day, and thank you.